Hello! Good day everyone. I am Christian Mark Disolbot from the BSED 2B and I'm going to be the reporter for the topic Synthesis of the Physical, Cognitive, and Socio-Emotional Development of Intermediate Schoolers. So first, before we start, I have here my objective. First is to discuss knowledge of characteristic of the intermediate schooler. Second, discuss ways on how to promote creativity learning of intermediate schoolers. And last, to determine the strategies that are developmentally appropriate of intermediate schooler. So now, let's define what is the intermediate schooler. So kapag sinabi nating intermediate schooler, that is yung late childhood. So late childhood introduces a child to the outer world for the first time. So between 9 to 12 years is the late childhood age. In between this stage, children develop very quickly. Some various type of development occurs in late childhood. So you may call this preteens. They are playful, physically active. So late childhood, it is the very first puberty that usually begins. So boys and girls have experienced so many things for the first time in their life in this late childhood stage. They also grow so fast during this age between 9 to 12. So this is the ideal late childhood age. So next is the physical development. It is the changes of physical such as height, weight, skeletal, and muscular system. So on girls, meron niyang mga changes sa kanilang body such as increases in body fat, breast enlargement, pubic hair growth, first menstrual period, and on boys is yung may mga changes sila sa vocal, pubic hair, and testicle and penis growth, also muscular enlargement. Kapag sinabi nating physical development, it is refers to the advancement and refinements of motor skills, or in other words, children's abilities to use and control their bodies. So physical development is one of many domains of infants and toddlers developments. So makikitaan yan din sa mga adolescents and also here in the intermediate schoolers, or what we call the preteens or pre-teenagers. So next is the cognitive development. It is the time on how children think, explore, and figure things out. It is the development of knowledge and skills which helps the children to think about and understand the world around them. So kapag sinabi natin cognitive development, dyan na natin malalaman o yung mga development on mental, on how we know, on how we learn, and on how we understand things around us. So here is some of the characteristics of the cognitive development of intermediate schooler. So first here it's the reading development, second is attention, third is the creativity, fourth is the media and aggression, and then lastly is the teacher. So first, here's the reading development. So kapag sinabi nating reading development, dyan na natin malalaman kapag ang isang bata ay nakakabasa na sila ng mga hard na mga words, no? So unlike dati sa mga grade 1 to grade 3 is mga spelling pa lang is yung mga pinapractice nila. Unlike na sa grade 4 to grade 6 is dyan na sila nakakabasa ng continuous. Unlike dati sa mga yung sa grade 1 is nagpa-practice pa lang sila ng mga spelling on how they will gonna pronounce that a certain word. So next is the attention. Older children have longer attention than younger children. So kapag alam naman natin na kapag when we are older na, we are focusing on one thing lang, no? Unlike sa mga younger children, yung mga bata pa sa atin is hindi natin mapapaupo sila ng mga ilang minuto sapagkat yung iniisip nila is kung paano maglaro, no? On how they will socialize on other kids, no? Unlike sa atin na we are focusing on reading, no? So balance naman noon on how we have a time management, no? We are focusing na kung ano yung dapat natin gawin sa oras na ito, no? Kung ano naman ang susunod naman natin na gagawin sa ganitong oras. So parang we have a time management. Unlike sa mga bata is yung attention span nila is hindi ganoon kahaba. So, in short, as madali silang mabagot or maboring. So next is the creativity. Children at this stage are open to express new things, so they just need a little guidance. So alam naman natin when we kapag nasa stage yung mga bata na ganito is they are more very creative and they are more or malawak yung mga imaginations nila, no? So kapag pinabasa mo sila ng mga stories, they will gonna interpret some yung mga hindi natin maintindihan, no? Because they are more exposed to new things, no? They are discovering this, they are hungry, they are expressing their their opinions on how they will gonna to be in the future, no? So hindi lang sila nagdo-drawing or nagko-color. So sapagkat is nagkakaroon din sila ng mga malawak na mga kaalaman tungkol sa mga napapanood nila, yung mga nakikita nila o yung mga naririnig din nila. So next is the media and aggression. So children will review violence as a acceptable way to settle conflicts. So when they are exposed to social media, they are exploring things din, no? They are learning din through media. So meron din yung mga disadvantages. So they are exposing to violence or they are seeing things that they are without guidance din ng mga parents. So that's why we need to limit the media din, no? Yung mga pagpapahiram natin sa kanila ng mga gadgets. So we need to avoid din that. So lastly is the teacher. So need to be eager participant children growth and development. So alam naman natin na malaki ang papel ng teacher sa bata. So they are learning through the knowledge of the teacher. So through teacher is they are guiding the children on how they will gonna behave, kung paano sila mamomold as a better person on the future. So alam naman natin na kapag walang teacher is hindi matututo ang bata, no? So malaki talaga ang papel ng guro sa isang bata. So next is the socio-emotional development. So it occurs during puberty and adolescence. It is the development on how we think ourselves or a sense of self-identity. So emotional development is how a person thinks and feel about themselves and others. So in short, that is on how we kung paano tayo makikipagsalamuha sa kapwa natin tao. So here are some characteristic development on socio-emotional development. So first here is the form strong and complex friendship. Shows more interest in friends and less interest in family. So next is the explores identity. So kapag sinabi natin explores identity, halimbawa nito kapag tinanong natin ang isang bata is alam na niya kung ano yung pangalan niya, kung saan siya pinanganak, kung ano yung ilan na yung edad niya, kung sino yung mga pangalan ng mga magulang niya. So next is the family. So family support is important at this stage, characterized by success and failure. So alam naman natin when we are having a hard time is nandyan talaga yung family support natin, whether we are achieving something or we are at our lowest time. So pinaka-important talaga yung family support. So next is the factors affecting ways on how to promote creativity of intermediate schoolers. So learning influences by doing things and discover things. So set up learning activities that allow to explore their creativity in relevant, interesting, and worthwhile ways. So first here is the value creativity, celebrate, and reward. So example here is a teacher given a task or activities to a children and after just give them a reward and appreciation. So in short, when we are giving them kung nagbibigay tayo sa kanila ng activities, kung sino yung mga nakakuha ng high score is we give them a reward, no, or just give them a pencil or a ball pen or any school supplies just to appreciate their hard work, no? So next is the encourage children to read for pleasure. So reading can help children understand and express better. So develop their logical thinking and help them to focus on learning new things. Next is give them free time and space. So it is important to give them enough time or space to freely explore their imaginations, but it is also need your guidance. So next here is the individual difference factors. So first here is learners have different strategies, approaches, and capabilities to learning. So some children have better ways and at different levels. So some are simply smarter than others. Some have make no efforts at all to earn good grades in schools. So every children needs to understand his or her profile of strength and weaknesses. So, in short, hindi pantay-pantay po yung mga estudyante. So, meron talagang dyan na mga hindi talaga nag-e-effort. Some have overachiever and yung iba naman is pa-chill-chill lang. So, that's why we need to give them a guidance din no on how we gonna approach and also yung kung paano tayo magkakaroon ng mga strategy to give them a lesson or activities para sila ay matuto. So next here is the strategies and approaches. So first here is the visual. So learn what they see. So example nito is yung mga video presentation na nakikita natin, yung may mga picture books din, yung mga stories, yung mga pictures no na nakikita natin. So that's why they will gonna remember on or they will gonna imagine on how they see no kung ano yung nakita nila sa personal. Next here is the kinesthetic. So, learn what they do. So, example nito, yung hand-ons. Example is yung mga science experiments. Drawn to construct projects. So, skilled sports. Yung mga talents nila, yung such as acting, dance, and also yung singing. So, next here is the auditory. So, learn what they hear. So, mga example nito, yung mga napapakinggan nila ng mga music, yung mga voice record, no? Next here is yung teach. So, learn from teaching them. So, example, if a teacher assign a lesson or activities, demonstrate each before student to do it on their own. So, providing feedback, remember, of course, to provide a plenty of positive feedback. So, encouragement helps keep student morale and inspiration. So, kapag we are teaching them, so they need guidance din on how they will gonna construct, on how they will gonna kung paano nila gawin ang isang activity, no? So hindi tayo nagbibigay ng walang instruction, so that's why hindi nila yun maiintindihan. Of course, lastly, yung trust. So learn from the authority. So example, use empathy to help student knows that they are not alone. Student need to know how someone understand them. So kapag example nito, kapag nagkamali yung isang student, hindi mo agad-agad dapat na pagalitan. So that's why we need to understand them kung ano nga ba yung mga kadahilanan, no? So upang sa ganoon ay ma-resolve natin kung ano nga ba yung pinagmulan ng paggawa ng kanyang kamalian. So we need to give them a second chance din, no, to learn from their mistakes. That's all, everyone. Thank you for watching and listening. I hope you learned something. Once again, thank you so much.